Sweet as. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these. Big fan of the Game of Thrones house heraldry, their sigils. Always super geeked out about it, so why not do a wee tier list? Just of how I like. I already know it's number one. I'm looking at them. I already know it's number one. I knew it was number one before I did this, but we're gonna go through them. There's some I don't really know what they are or what the house is, but I can still have an opinion on how the sigil looks. So onwards. First one, that's Aaron. That's Aaron of the Vale, the big house of the Vale. I always thought it was quite cool. They're a cool house. But I've always thought that's quite cool. I'm going to have it an A for starters, just because I've always liked it. I remember on one of my old computers I had my wallpaper was the Aaron sigil. Now this is going to be D, because I know who it is. And he cannot be forgiven for what he did to Ned Stark, so that is Peter Baelish. Now the Baelish sigil is some mockingbird, some bullshit. But we don't like Peter Baelish, so he's D. Very clever, very cool character from a writing perspective, but I'm allowed to hate him for his actions. So onwards, Baratheon. Cool sigil. What it entails, just everything, the weight of the sigil. I'm going to put it, it's going to be my first S tier, just because the imagery that's in the stag throughout the entire series, it's just so prevalent. It's just, yeah. No, I think it's quite cool. But House Baratheon is obviously cool as well. Now we're going to have a couple variants of that, and I don't think either will be an S, just to be respectful. But this is Baratheon's, I think, just out of Dragonstone, or Baratheon of Dragonstone, I guess you'd call it. So Stannis and his ilk. It's cool though, I like it probably more than the other one, so I'll say A for this one and B for the other one, which was Baratheon of King's Landing. The royal, it's a mixture of the Lannister and the Baratheon, which is what, you know, real life heraldry often did sometimes. They'd combine the two sigils when it was done through marriage and the likes of that. Now the next one, I think in the books it's described slightly differently. Like I thought it was more than one beehive, but it's House Beesbury from the Reach. Now, I don't know much about them. I'm pretty sure wasn't it the bastard of Beesbury? Was that who it was? Was that the guy? I think he was one of the combatants in Maegor's Trial of Seven. Doesn't matter. The sigil is it's got to be, it's a beehive. I know, live in New Zealand, our government building is called the Beehive. It's dumb. It's dumb. Work doesn't get done there. It's dumb. D. Blackfire. That's House Blackfire because it's the black on red, not the red on black, which is the Targs. So Blackfire, it's going to be the same death. It's still a three-headed dragon. It's still quite cool. It's Aegon coming over, realizing everyone else has heraldry. If I'm going to rule these boys, I need heraldry. So it's going to be lower than Targaryen, so I'm going to go B, but it's cool. It's iconic. I think that is House Blackmont of Dawn, which is like a vulture with a baby in its talons, which is ever so graceful. The color scheme's cool. I don't know much about the Dornish houses, so I don't know a whole lot about them, but it's cool sigil. Besides baby death. C. House Blackwood. Now it's the ravens on it, the dead. It's a weirwood tree. I think very powerful Riverlands house, and I quite like it. I like the colours, and I like ravens. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it top of A because I like it. Bolton, look, that's gross. I mean, I understand you have a reputation for flaying people, but why would you make it your fucking flag? It's so bonkers to me. It's so bonkers. What, strike fear? We all know you do it, dude. Who cares? It's gonna go D, because there's that dickheads. Baelish is still bottom. It's a friggin' looks like a rap company logo. The fish. The fish is Botley, Iron Island. I think they are on the island of Pike, they're one of the other pikers. It's a dumb sigil though. I'm going off sigils. I don't like that sigil. Some silverfish on a green back. It looks dumb. I'd rather have the beehive. That's. I don't think that's right. Isn't he supposed to have like black wings for the black fires? Like, it's close, but I think that sigil's slightly wrong. I think it's supposed to be Aegor Rivers or the Bitter Steel. I guess you could say Bitter Steel or I mean preceding the Golden Company, but it's all the same thing. I think going off this, that looks dumb, but I think how it's actually intended, it looks a wee bit cooler than that, but I can only go off this. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think that's Bitter Steel. But we'll go C, just because I really thought it had black off its back, but that's cool. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Kerwin or House Serwin? House Kerwin, one of the two. Just simple. A northern house, if you couldn't tell by the simple colour scheme and a weapon on it, as that's how they roll. I know someone that probably would love this sigil, but for me personally, I'm not a huge axe guy. So we're gonna go C. Now that is the Cleganes, because the doggos. Oh, that's Cleganes. Again, it's just kind of dumb though, especially because we know what they did. You know, one of them's bad dude. The two griffins. That is Sir John Connington, the potential, you know, absolutely obsessed lover boy of Rhaegar. Was it Rhaegar that he loved? I can't remember. It was one of the dead guys that he had a wee man crush on. But so he's going to come back in the books and yeah. But does he have He's a grayscale boy, eh? Yeah, he's a grayscale boy. Regardless, House Connington, it's a cool sigil. The juxtaposition of the red and the white and the griffins almost looking like they're scrapping, like cats scrap with the. I like it. But I don't think I like it more than that one. Than the Blackwoods. But I do like it. The hearts, and are they crows or ravens? One of them. That's the Corbrays. That is the Corbrays. There's quite a lot in the history. I just don't know if they're that involved currently. But I'm going off the sigil. Let's not get excited. The sigil itself is kind of cool. It's just a bit grim. I don't know if we need to be, you know, it's a wee bit grim. Now, I just think that sigil it just looks a wee bit dumb for what it's supposed to represent. Obvious, if you had a little bit of Game of Thrones knowledge, you would realise that that's Dane, because that's Dawn sword on fire, whatever it's supposed to represent. I just think that I don't know if that's how it's exactly supposed to be visualized, but like that, I think it's a funny looking sigil. I think it could look a lot cooler than that, but it's House Dane. Since I'm being super inconsistent with ranking Baelish and Bolton based off their actions, and Clegane based off their actions rather than the sigil itself, I think Dane can go up high, regardless of the sigil being poos, because it's Dane. Now, number one is right here. Number one is right here for me. The purple on the black with lightning. It's House Dondarrion. Beric Dondarrion, the cat with 9 lives. But this, man, if I could envision, if I had to draw a sigil for myself without knowing anything, it would probably come pretty close to purple lightning on black. That is so cool. I love it. It's number one. It was number one before even doing this. I saw the idea though, I was like, oh, if Dondarrion's on this tier list, if it's not, I'm putting it on to put it at number one, but it was there. And we're going with that. It's just sick. Now, next I think that's House Dustin. I don't know anything about House Dustin. In fact, I'll be completely honest. I had to look that up. I did not know who that was. But apparently they're a northern house. But again, which you probably could have guessed from the simplistic weapons on the banner. They like weapons. But it's going to go similar with that one. Now, this seedy looking animal, look like he's drawing quite funny there. That's House Florent. Another one of the any house that's named after a shrubbery or things like that. They're going to be from the Reach. But that, off that sigil alone, I don't like that. I think it looks silly. Now here comes another one where I'm going to be ranking them off their actions, not off the... Even though the sigil itself is pretty lame, but we're going to rate them off their actions, and I might even put them below Baelish. That's House Frey, as that is the twins in their sigil, and that sucks. They suck. Ew. Grotty, bloody Harry Potter caretaker. That's House Glover. The Northern Houses. Again, if you couldn't tell, pretty simple. House Glover. It's a glove. I don't like it. That's cool. I think that's going to go bottom of S. It's House Greyjoy. A gold kraken on black is cool. Black and white scythe, super simple. House Harlaw, another Iron Island one, and I think I'm going to have to put them between Blackwood and Connington, because I just think that's cool. But again, it doesn't bode well. It doesn't make you look like the friendliest house if you want to be Reapers. But that's okay. Next, pretty obvious, the green. Don't know what's green, but that's House Hightower of Old Town. House of Dragon people. Well, I either love or hate them, but probably despise them. I think he's got a real punchable face, old Otto. But anyway, move onwards. Quite a cool sigil. I think it's quite a cool sigil. It's definitely A, and I might put it there. I like it. Ooh, America. Hollard. The Crown Lands. Mine house. I don't like it. It does. It looks like it's trying to be too much like America, but I think they like pink. That's pink, not white in between. But still, I don't like it. I don't like it. House Hornwood. Now, Northern House. I quite like it. And in the scheme of Northern, it's going to go above the other Northern one. It's going to go B. I quite like it. It's simple. The colours work, and it looks cool. I think it's cool. House Karstark, another Northern house, but I think that looks cool. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'll put it above them. Yeah, Lannister. It's more than, it feels like more than Game of Thrones heraldry. Like, that seems like such a popular image throughout history. A line like this, she's like gold on red. It just seems so just iconic that it's gonna go there. It's gonna go top of A. Now this crazy looking fucking bird, holy bejesus, House Mallister. I don't like it. I think he looks like he's about to say something incredibly hurtful to my family. So yeah, no, I don't like him. Now this guy, looks like a mermaid throwing his pitchfork. I understand it's a trident, but it's a mermaid throwing a pitchfork. House Manderley. Well, see, again, off the house's actions, they're alright. You know? Like, they're more than alright. So I'm going to put them there. But I don't like the sigil, so it's going to come down one. Because it just looks funny. Like, what's he doing? Ooh, the best house name, probably, House Man Woody. House Man Woody. Dornish House. I don't know much about them. I remember reading about them, but I couldn't tell you anything about them. I just remember liking the name, House Man Woody. What do you expect there? If you go there and you got Manwood, well, it's House Man Woody. But the sigil, like a skull, it's like the same as the Reaper one. Like you're not inviting, or the infants. It can go above infants because infant death is worse. Well, I don't know if that's not an infant skull. We're gonna say it's not. It's human. It's a grown-up skull. House Marbrand, I think. That's simple, but nothing too spectacular there, really, is it? House Martell, the original one didn't have the sun before Nymeria came along and made things all exciting. But I don't think it's cooler than, like, it's a cooler sigil than Dane's sigil, but it's Dane. So onwards, House Mormont from Bear Island. Shit yeah. They can go up there. They're cool, and they got a cool. All their characters are so complex. I love it. House Morrigan from the Stormlands. Now Morrigan's a bloody witch, and like everything, but the sigil itself is kind of cool. I quite like it. Simple. Black bird outline on a green like that looks quite cool, but nothing like crazy. Oh god, that is what is that? That is something that I should know. I feel like it's an obvious one. Is that House Pain? Is that Ilan Pain? I think it's House Pain. Let me just very quickly have a wee Google off screen. Is House Pain something like that? It is House Pain. Well, no, he chopped Ned's head off. And it's actually a dumb looking sigil. Look, it's lemons, isn't it? I think it's supposed to be lemons. Grapes, is that red wine? Is that House Red Wine? House Red, yeah, it is. It is House Red Wine. Because of the grapes. It's not that exciting. I don't care about grapes. That's Howland and Mira Reed. That is the Reed, House Reed of the neck. It's just an alligator tongue in his tail. I don't know if that's that great. I'm a lot more pessimistic about these than I thought I was going to be. I thought they were going to be sick. They're really not. House Rain. It's a fucking... Isn't that a Westerland house? Isn't it? Does that like the Reigns of Castamere? Is that why that all falls together? Probably. But it just looks the same as Lannister. Kind of. He's more looking over his shoulder because he's about to get ganked. Put him at the bottom of B. Nothing too crazy. The gold tree on silver. Gold tree on silver. Smith? What you doing, cat? Don't eat that. Thank you. House Rowan. I mean, Rowan's a tree, so it's obviously Reach. Rowan's a cool name. I like gold on silver. You know what? I think I just said I was getting a bit pessimistic on it. I'm going to put that at the bottom of S tier. House Rowan. I like it. I like the colours. I like the name. I don't really like Reach houses, but less to reach around. House Royce. That looks dumb. That looks like a dumb sigil. I don't like that at all. Glover can go above America. I don't like that. Like Waymar Royce. Oh, like the old guys that lived in the old Harrenhal for a bit, didn't they? That was the Royces. One of the many. I could be wrong. That's what I thought anyway. Davos Seaworth. Look, it's cool. I like it. It's a cool sigil. Obviously it gets across his story. But I quite like it. I might put it between there. No, one more over. Yeah. That is the Selmies. Now again, the sigil itself it's nothing it's like what? Grain or wheat on a black field, but shit. It's Selmy. It's Selmy. Look, that's gonna go S. It's iconic for a reason, and Targaryen can go here, but Stark can go above House Rowan. But I just like Greyjoy's. I think it looks a wee bit cooler. I think Greyjoy's probably Baratheon doesn't need to be that high if we're gonna be. I think that's actually probably more how I like it. All right, who's the little red archer on the greenback? Red archer on the greenback. That's someone kind of important, isn't it? Isn't that Samwell? Is that the Tarleys? Well, I've just realised we're in alphabetical order, so if we just had Stark and Targaryen, Tarly would make all the sense in the world for it to be next. Yeah, okay, so it's probably Tarly. It's a dumb sigil. His dad's a prick. Sam's good, but his dad's a prick. Dickon's a great name. Dickon Tarly. Great name. But I don't like the sigil. I don't like the sigil that much. That is Tarth. Brienne of Tarth. The Sapphire Isle or some shit. Something to do with sapphires. I don't know. I can't remember. But that's Brienne. She's cool. That's actually quite a cool sigil. On top of her being cool. I think that gets it into A. Gets above Hightower. Yeah, above Hightower. That is House Towers. We're just going to leave that there. Because I don't care about 5 buildings and I've never heard of House Towers. House Tully. Lore importance, huge. Fish, just a wee bit lame. You know? Fish are just a wee bit lame. House Tyrell, I quite like it actually. The more I think about it, it's a creative sigil. They're a cool house. Let's put them just below the Targars. I think, that's Umber, but I'm pretty sure in the books it's a giant breaking through it from its chain. I think it's a bit more illustrative than that, but it's still kind of cool, man. But I'm kind of got one in my head. I'm gonna go top of C just that one in the head. Well, I don't know anything about House Waynwood. I think of the Arryn. It's kind of cool. Like it's above D. It's above Red Wine, but it's nothing crazy. And I went on House Velaryon. The other boys, they survived the doom of Valyria. That chick that rode Vhagar, she was a Velaryon. Like, they're pretty powerful, and it's not an awful sigil either. Like, I could probably put it up above the Rains, below the Manderleys maybe. Yeah, that's all there is there. Yeah. I don't think I'm missing anyone that I was going to add Dondarrion if that wasn't there, but that's here, so I think that's pretty solid. You got 5 in S. Baratheon I didn't actually expect to be that high, but shit, what do you know? Oh well. Anyway, please just tell me your thoughts. Tell me what your favourite is. And any other ideas just for some random I just want to just rank some stuff and get some opinions out there and just get some back and forth going. It's nothing I love more than talking about this shit, so. Anyway, see you. Chirp.